empezar. Venga, vamos, descárgate ya. Rápido, 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 ya. Ya. Rápido. ¿Qué? Un momentito. Rápido, ya, descarga. De mientras.
Necesito ese dinero.
El culito para mí.
Los tres palos que ya había superado si hubiera más evolucionado con los otros, pero se marchó por encima para...
No han llegado a ese punto. No han llegado a ese punto. Bueno, va a empezar ya. Vamos a empezar. ¡Ay, le di!
Todo lo que tu proyecto necesita. Nuevo catálogo 2025. Consíguelo ya en Cobramart.
En auto, por favor, gracias. Ah, no, espérate. Where I am. The rocking car is filled with the scent of low-quality leather. My head spins. My body is still struggling against the neurotoxin. Blurry and distant memories return to me in fragments. Hombre, yo es que me emociono en sí. Yo cuando a mí me gusta algo y me emociono, pues eso. I was a new hunter when tragedy struck and took away people who were important to me. I traveled to the Arctic, searching for the truth, and discovered an incredible power source that rested in my heart, the ether core. Using the information left behind by Grandma, I concluded that what happened to me is related to Onakainos, a well-known organization in the N109 zone. They want the ether core in my heart. So I decided to enter the N109 zone to get closer to Onakainos in an attempt to find answers. It doesn't matter if they're about to the ether core in my heart or that incident. Everything is going according to plan. I brought the most valuable bait, the ether core, deep into the abyss that is the N109 zone. Whoever takes the bait, will this person be the one I'm looking for? Yes!
I took a big risk to snatch prey from the nest. The reward needs to be better than that. You sure this is right? I've driven the same
The
road 3
inhibitor
times
should have
and I'm
taken
not
effect
getting
by now.
anywhere.
I'll wait a little longer.
Just my luck. Car broke down all the way out here. Not a soul to be seen. Just an abandoned yard. Hurry up and send someone over. You're awake. Guess you're a tough gal, but I'm warning you. Don't try any tricks on me, you hear?
So you're just a middleman. You working for people from the N109 zone?
Shut up.
Cállate
Let
tú.
me inspect the goods before I hand you over.
A ver el clic que me ha hecho, que ha hecho ya. Voy a ponerlo desde el principio. I traveled to the Arctic, searching for the truth, and discovered an incredible power source that rested in my heart. Si quieres ver unos papuchos hermosos y a la vez aprender inglés, pásate por aquí. Sí. En fin, vamos a quitarnos de en medio a este pibe. A este tío.
Where did you hide the ether core?
Kidnapping Anna Kindness's prey without letting us know. That's not exactly polite.
Who's there?
Anna Kindness.
She's ours, by the way. We called dibs a long time.
Mis nenes, mis niños.
That was fast.
I'm really curious. She's brave enough to drink from a black glass.
What will she do when backed into a corner?
Os presento a mis hijos.
You're pretty bold for releasing information about the ether core in the nest like that.
Explains why Boss is interested.
Mis niños. Estos son mis hijos y orgullosa de ser, y orgullosa de ellos. Son mis hijos, ¿vale? Los he adoptado. Y sí, están en los papeles. No sé dónde están, pero están en los papeles, están adoptados, ¿vale? Me llama mamá.
I see. Silas sent you.
Sí, los
The ether core is mine.
incómodo la nariz tan larga. Es que es el pico de un cuervo. Bueno, os presento a Luke y Kieran, son mis hijos, yo soy la mamá, ¿vale? A ver, se sabe, pero bueno.
But the ether core is mine.
Lo ponemos en auto. Y disfrutemos. Hola, cariño. Hola, mi amor. ¿Qué tal? Y esa es mi mascota. He growed on me. He growed on me.
Take out the vermin that are still running amok.
Yes, sir.
So, he's the head of Anna Kindness.
If this information is leaked, you might become Anna Kindness's next target.
You're also here for the core, right?
Even if you wanted to sell your soul, you still have to find someone who can pay the price.
This voice. I've heard it some.
Perdonadme, gente, estoy un poco down bad. Estoy down bad, lo siento, gente, que estoy down bad. Estaba esperando este momento, pero no estaba preparada. Realmente no lo estaba.
Look at me.
You. Possessive. Devour. Without that, you will gain
Yes.
power always dreamed of.
Yes to everything, yes. Yes to everything. Me importa un bledo, pero
This power. It's yours for the taking. Just kill him.
daddy time, yes.
I can't look into his eye.
Is this how you greet a new friend?
Friend. Ah, claro.
Guess you
Huir
don't ask for
besties.
anything. Allow me to jog your memory.
Like
From
all
your
of me.
past to your future, to even all the crimes.
Me acabo de dar cuenta. O sea, ¿te llevaba la cicatriz en el ojo? O sea, look here. Look here. He has the scar. I want to kiss him at every part of his face and bite here. O sea, mirar su ojo derecho, este ojo, este de aquí, en donde sacamos las lágrimas, ¿vale? Donde lagrimeamos, tiene una cicatriz. O sea, yo una vez leí que Silas tenía una cicatriz, sí, y no paraban de enfocar a su ojo derecho. Y claro, yo pensaba, ¿dónde coño está la cicatriz? Es que no la veo. Yo pensando que iba a ser una cicatriz aquí, como una cicatriz aquí, una cicatriz aquí, pero no es una cicatriz aquí. Es una cicatriz aquí como si le hubiesen metido algo en el ojo. Como si le hubiesen, no sé, metido ahí el poder del ojo que tiene. Porque aparte de su poder,
After all, you and I, we're the same, true kindred spirit.
no, Yami, lo que estoy diciendo es que aparte que Silas tiene dos poderes, ¿vale? Silas tiene el poder de la manipulación de la energía, ¿vale? Que puede manipular la energía. Y el otro poder que tiene es saber tus más oscuros deseos. Es como Lucifer, ¿sabes? Literalmente tiene dos poderes en sí. Su evil es manipulación de energía, pero además con su ojo derecho, que a lo mejor su ojo derecho no sea el suyo, sino sea uno experimentado, ¿vale? Y es por eso que tiene esa cicatriz. El ojo derecho se lo hayan puesto a él en un experimento o en un laboratorio. Seguramente. ¿Me puedo morir así? Yo quiero morir así. Yo quiero morir así, o sea, eso, o sea, donde ha puesto la mano, su mano es mi collar, ¿vale? ¿Podría ser un pelín de menos sadomasoquista, por favor? Gracias. Pero no puedo dejar de serlo. Por Silas. Por Silas soy lo que sea. Por Silas soy lo que sea. Si quiere que yo me ponga de rodillas, yo me pongo de rodillas. quiere que yo me quite la ropa, yo me la quito.
3 days, yet we're still unable to achieve even a simple resonance. How disappointing.
Silas, sentado es mi imperio romano. Es que además también es experto con los dedos, ¿sabéis? O sea, yo no digo nada, pero es que... Es que un hombre juegue con los dedos es una de mis debilidades. Me estoy poniendo rojísima, ¿verdad? Ojalá que me lleven así.
All that trouble to enter the N109 zone. I must fulfill my duty as your host.
Bésame. Kiss me.
Stop. Devoured. He's yours. It's right there before your very eyes. His voices again. No.
It's a shame your evil has deteriorated into its current state.
Crocodile tears. My family's deaths. You're behind them, right?
Family. The people closest to you might be the ones who want to kill you the most.
Shut up! Right now? I just want to kill you myself!
Do you think your evil will help you in a fight against me? Your current...
Podemos admirar que la mano de la prota literalmente es una pelota de ping pong o una pelota de tenis. Del tamaño de una pelota de tenis, así. Literalmente una pelota de tenis es esto. Sí, Silas just used his evil to handcuff you. He doesn't use handcuffs. He used his evil to...
Which is admirable.
Es que qué mano más grande, por Dios.
You're lucky I don't like picking on the weak, kitten. You're lucky I don't like picking on the weak, kitten.
Otro de mis imperios romanos. Silas llamando a la prota gatita.
What are you doing?
Didn't you want to take my life, or do your words just ring hollow?
A ver, literalmente, le disparé en el corazón y se enamoró. Lo tengo que poner en nota, perdón.
You think I won't do it?
Now, that's much better. Though you do owe me a curtain call grander than death itself. Why are you trembling? Has your resolve already begun to falter? You weren't just bluffing, were you?
Hey, you.
Of course not. It's just...
Want some help? Yes, no, maybe so. some help? Yes, no, maybe so.
No.
Para nada, ese guardar audio es para nada, no, para nada. Yo guardo audios para las investigaciones científicas, ¿vale? Relajación, vamos a enfriar la cosa. Sí. No se llama así. Tiene un nombre el juego. With all senses gone, only the abdominal cavity spasms and contracts. It were as if the body had a hole. Water, food, or something else, anything to fill this emptiness will be. Esto no está en automático. In pitch black darkness, eerie whispers flood my mind once more. They babble only to suddenly stop, leaving cold air to gnaw at my memory. My head
She won't be
hurts.
sleeping forever, right? She's been unconscious for 1 day. We need to wake her up.
Easy. Just open up the back of her head, drill a hole in her neck, and...
Juro que mis hijos estuvieron toda una semana sin salir de casa. Waking up from a hazy nightmare, I open my eyes. I can still feel the numbness from the guns recoil in my hand. Best boys, yes. My children are the best boys. When I make eye contact with them, the pupils of two young men who look alike instantly contract. They quickly hide their drills and darts up their sleeves. The air freezes for a moment. I sit up. You too.
You're seeing things. I'm the only one here. There is no two.
Es verdad que a estos dos les gusta mucho la coña esta de los gemelitos. Porque son gemeliers. I collect myself and look around. The room, old and empty, is dark. A black-grey cotton blanket hangs off the bed frame. Returning my attention to the young man, I point at his lookalike standing behind him. Then who's that?
My soul can leave. My body.
Ok, sigámosles el rollo. Behind him, the young man lurking in the shadows immediately sticks out his hands in front of his chest, rolls his eyes and starts shaking.
Are you stunned? Shocked? Boring.
Hi. Before you left Boss's parlor, well, we already met. 4 days ago to be exact.
Ah, vale.
We didn't just save you from that ungrateful traitor. We also brought you back to Oni Kindness's base.
So you want me to thank you? As my limbs slowly regain their strength, I quickly assess the current situation in my mind. I've been locked in a secret room with no light for 3 days, and during the times I was conscious for a few moments, I would catch a glimpse of Silas. The twins are obviously sent by Silas to keep me monitored. While I was mentally prepared for this, finding myself in a direct confrontation with Onakaino was beyond my expectations. I just didn't expect our Nakaino's leader to be an unreasonable monster. Yes. Coño, qué susto me ha dado.
You... Crazy?
Bueno, él no muere.
You wanted to take my life, and so you've taken it. Now what? Have you already figured out how you'll pay me back?
No, you can't die yet.
Why? Are you worried about me? Save that for the day you actually succeed in killing me.
El agua es mi agua bendita. Esto es agua bendita para personas que pecan, de pecadoras, que son impuras y tienen mentes sucias. Beban agua bendita, agua de Dios. Sois impuros, tomen agua de Dios. ¿Qué coño es lo que digo yo? Hola, alegría ver a Sail un domingo de resurrección. Forcing me to resonate with him, then tricking me into thinking I've killed him. He's insane. Sí, insane with us. I wonder if he's keeping me in another location right now, or maybe he got bored. Even though the ether core's other half is in Onakainos' hands, being trapped here puts me in a vulnerable position, but no condition. I need to leave and gather information.
I know what you're thinking. But after being hunted down in the nest, do you know how many people are out there looking for you?
Yo lo siento mucho, pero yo ya estoy cogida.
And even if
Y
you
me han cogido.
escape, you'll only get lost in the chaos of this no man's land.
Wanderers will eat you up. They also won't leave behind any crumbs, so...
Stay here with our boss.
Traducción, quédate y cásate con nuestro papa.
Throw away all morality and compassion, and this place will be a paradise.
Sí, la verdad es que sí. Totalmente correcto, hijo mío. Totalmente correcto. Tienes toda la razón. By the way, who's older? You two are basically identical twins.
Take a guess.
No quiero saber cuál es el mayor y quién es el menor. Para mí son gemelos. Han nacido al mismo tiempo. Could you come closer so I can get a better look? Maybe it's because my voice sounded so sincere that his lips curled. He saunters over without even a hint of suspicion. When he's within reach, I pull out a laser pointer and hold it against his neck, so I can threaten him.
Hey, what are you doing?
Have you heard of the XT-7? The Hunters Association's latest weapon? Whether of the recklessness or carelessness Onakainos didn't search my body. It's a high-powered laser that can penetrate your skin and vaporize your blood. The good news is that it's quick and painless. The bad news is that you'll be losing a lot of blood from your neck. Are you squeamish? Kieran falls silent for a moment, then presses the door handle and moves aside. Si ellos quieren que me case con su padre, ¿quién soy yo para decirles que no? Nadie. Nadie. ¿Quiénes somos para decir que no a una boda con él? Literalmente, enemies to lovers, la mejor trupe. To my surprise, the door opens just like
Why are
that.
you staring at me? Did I say you weren't allowed to leave?
Vuelvo a repetir, beban agua bendita, por favor. Si sois gente impura, por favor, beban agua bendita. Es buena para hidratarse y para mantener vuestras mentes impuras. Hablo la impura. Desire, deseo. Porque una cosa es wish, de desear, de pedir un deseo, y luego está desire, que es deseo de desear algo, pero de forma imperiosa. ¿Sabéis?
Okay, just go straight down the hall and you'll see the exit.
I let go of Luke. Still afraid, he rubs his neck and heads over the caravan's side. But I notice his gaze is full of curiosity and desire for the laser pointer in my hand. No, ya por Dios, ya quieren jugar, tío. Ya quieren jugar con mamá. Do you want it here? Not expecting me to be this generous, Luke reaches for it. He's surprised.
Really? That's very nice of you to just give away a hunter's secret weapon.
Mi niño feliz, yo feliz. It's a laser pointer.
You...
Y se lo creo. I flash my own playful smile right back at him. Did I ever say it was the XD7? As the two of them get farther and farther away with every step I take, I can still hear their whispers behind me.
How far do you think she'll get? 30 meters?
I bet not even 10 steps.
I'll say 5 then.
With Luke and Kieran gone, I take off my hunter's watch. Unsurprisingly, there's no signal. The corridor before me is completely dark, like a deep, endless tunnel. While I didn't expect them to be kind enough to show me the way out, leaving that room could already be considered progress. There are several small crystal vases on the shelf by the wall. The dropping flowers in them have already withered. The owner probably hasn't been home in a long time. On the other side is a black bird. It's perched on a marble pillar that's half as tall as a human. Its metal wings are tucked in. Ay, mi Mefi. Mefi. Mefi, ¿quién es el mejor covercito del mundo? No, Mefi, de Mephisto. A crow? Its eyes appear to be made out of rubies. They glow with a lustrous yet haunting hue in the darkness. Its eyes suddenly move, fixing its gaze on me without blinking. It's alive? As I prepare myself to take a closer look, it suddenly spreads its wings and flies toward me. Its razor-sharp feathers barely miss the top of my head, and it passes through the narrow gap of an open door. To pass through the corridor, I'll have to go there. I hesitate for a moment, then follow the crow. Meliodas. Melodious classical music steps out from behind the door, making the corridor even more peaceful. A relaxed male voice rings out amidst a graceful song. It's like I'm hearing a monologue behind a curtain.
They claim to implant protocols to human hearts, and also implant human consciousness into wanderers. Their little project has a name, the Fountain of Ete.
You should know I'm not interested in other people's business.
Hay que levantarse.
And Mephisto said you lied. You're not even telling me everything. It's a shame. You threw away your last chance.
Lo va a matar. Mátalo. Silas? Never mind. I need to escape first.
No, please, forgive me. You can still use me as a tool.
Our deal is over. No. If you'll excuse me, I have to entertain a more important guest.
¿Ves? 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 Aquí, hombres con prioridades. Los hombres con prioridades son hombres de valor. The pleading voice stops abruptly, like a balloon that leaves nothing behind after it explodes from being filled with too much air. The room falls silent for a moment. The music suddenly stops before transitioning into a more gentle song played by string instruments.
Aren't you going to come in?
Sí, cariño. Perdón. Agüita. Hay que hidratarse. Y de nuevo anuncio patrocinado por Jesucristo nuestro Señor. Beban agua bendita, ¿vale? Esto es agua bendita de Dios, ¿vale? Para mentes impuras. Si veis cualquier ápice de exageración, de impureza en vuestras mentes, beban agua de Dios, beban agua bendita. Debería de hacer un clip de eso. Debería de hacer un clip. I knew they were up to no good. Por favor, que aparezca con el outfit. Everything is beautiful from the clean white tablecloth to the silverware sparkling under the light to even the ice bucket with bottles of red wine. Vinito. The gory scene I envisioned didn't appear. Inside this calm room, the other voices owner had vanished without a trace. This feeling again. I'm hungry all of a sudden. Why? Salus picks up the decanter beside me, walks to my side and pours me a glass of wine. Behind me, the shadows press down, their invisible pressure suffocating. I hold onto the chair with one hand to steady myself and grab the knife on the table with the other.
This will be useful for defending yourself in the N109 zone.
Niéganmelo, por favor, niéganmelo. Mi outfit favorito, digo, de los que más me gustan. Yo no tengo outfit favorito, yo no tengo. Yo tengo cuál me gusta más, pues este. Pero no tengo favoritos. Silas coldly chuckles as he places a familiar gun on the table. Are you mocking me?
I'm giving you a way out. Since you can't escape, why don't we make a deal?
Es una señal, no es una indirecta. Te lo estoy diciendo de verdad. Aquí. Aquí. Aquí falta algo. Glaring at him, I drink the wine to taunt him. Onakaino's modus operandi is buying and selling by force. Too bad, I am not interested. The ice-cold liquid slides down my throat, and soon I feel a burning pain in my stomach. The one is stronger than I thought. I still can't help but chug one glass after another, hungry and thirsty. It's as if I'm trying to numb myself with this sensation.
As long as you have desires, there will always be deals to make.
Pues yo tengo un deseo. With his crimson eyes full of malice, Silas flashes a hint of a smile. His tall figure blocks out some of the light, and I can see his right eye starting to glow red. This means he's using some kind of power, the net being a daze and experience auditory hallucinations. A ver
So
si.
many days have come and gone. You should know your own desires by now.
A ver, si tienes que hacerlos florecer con tu ojito, tú no te preocupes, yo te los digo. Un momento sin pies de Yara. No pasa nada, Alba. Confusion, restlessness, this insatiable emptiness. It's a black hole trying to swallow everything.
Only I can give you what you want.
Me estoy mareando.
And you will agree to my terms.
¿Cuáles condiciones? Yo las acepto, todas. I can't allow myself to be controlled by this person again. I force myself to stand up, spurred on by the alcohol I drank. What terms? You just want me to resonate with you. You know what? Fine, I'll accept this deal. I resonate with you, and you give me the ether core from Anakinus' auction. As I say this, I grab Silas's hand. His fingers are long, and his palm is cold. Even touching his hand faintly brings forth a sense of dread.
Release me. You can't do that just yet.
Don't move. I look up at him, trying to use my remaining sobriety to find a hint of emotion, anything, on his face. Sí, yo también estoy mirando su rostro, pero me distrae. For a moment, a complex, incomprehensible struggle appears in his gaze. What could be the source of that? ¿Sabes quién es Chiqui Day? Pues ahora se te presentará Chiqui Day. Te va a caer mal, eso sí. Te va a caer mal, pero muy mal. Where does the power in his right eye come from? Why does it feel so familiar to me? Is it related to the ether core? Time passes ever so slowly, and just like these past few days, nothing happens. Why is it? Murmuring to myself, I refuse to give up. I grab his hand and hold it like I'm squeezing a pump. The invisible pressure becomes stronger and stronger. The influence of alcohol gradually subsides, and I realize I made a very dangerous move. Claro, ahora mismito la prota y Silas, o sea, Silas está así y la prota así. Y yo como que... ¡Sexy! I awkwardly straighten my posture and quietly try to pull back my hand, yet he grips it more tightly.
Maybe I've been too nice to you. Maybe I've been too nice to you. Maybe I've been too nice to you.
My fingers were firmly clasped. I couldn't move them, at all. You... Let's go! ¿A qué fuerte, eh? ¿A qué fuerte? Even if you keep holding on to me like this, I can't resonate with you. It's not something I can just do on a whim.
After all that arrogance, it seems like you can't even control your own ego.
Si me descontrolas a mí, puede. At the very least, it doesn't want to be activated in front of you. Silas stares at our interlocked hands blankly for a long time, and finally he slowly lets go. Es que son tremendamente grandes, tremendamente fuertes y son mi collar. I think I may have to make dragon cookies again soon. See? Share it on Twitter, please. Share it on Twitter, and I'll repost it. I rub my wrist as I take a few steps back. My breathing and heartbeat gradually return to normal. We were at a standstill. Then, with a thoughtful expression, he leans back in his chair and looks at me.
Just as I thought. You're too weak.
Hazme más fuerte. Hay que hacer ejercicio, ¿sabes? El ejercicio mutuo, el ejercicio juntos es muy bueno. Oh, that's good. Where does he get all this confidence from to make such a conclusion? Is everyone in the N109 some weird? See. Silas pinches the area between his brow, then rubs his knuckles on the table.
Eat as much as you want.
He says those words like he's giving out an order that won't be questioned. What are you? The word insane is on the tip of my tongue, but I force myself to stop talking. I turn to look at the long, seemingly endless table behind me. It's filled with countless exquisite dishes, the lavishness almost dizzying. I think the flavor of Silas is pomegranate. Pomegranate, I think. Pomegranate. I think it's that. I think that. I think it's pomegranate, strawberry, just all the red fruit. I think also like ¿cómo se dice? Frutas del bosque o algo así.
I'll give you 10 minutes. After you're done, come find me outside the base's entrance.
Okay.
You better hope our deal is successful. Otherwise, consider this your last meal.
Can I eat you?
been really drunk to make it.
Outfit de motorista.
Deal with this monster.
Hostia, me he visto la camarita en el OBS y la nariz está roja. La nariz está roja. O sea, ahora mismo estaría roja, ¿vale? Estaría lo que es sonrojadita. Hola, Bartolo. Bien, disfrutemos a Cyrus con traje de motorista.
Experience the sights and sounds of the N109 zone.
Do you have 9 lives? Curiosity killed the cat.
Then I shouldn't go.
You like to bargain, don't you?
A ver, es que no es mi culpa que seas tan adictivo.
But you're not yet qualified.
Still don't know where the auction will take place.
If you want to stay out of trouble, behave yourself inside.
And if I refuse? It hurts!
You'll hurt even more.
Perdón, que tenía que taparle, porque si no me distraía. Me distrae. Este hombre me distrae.
If you want to order something, bring your own protocol. I won't accept anything that isn't high grade. Mr. Silas, you don't usually do surprise visits.
I got you a guinea pig. It's time for your evil linkage alteration project to have a living test subject.
Wait. You wanna alter me? You bastard.
In that case, let me take a look first.
Sir, you're not actually going to alter me, right? I'm just a normal evolver.
Trying to bargain with me is pointless. No one can change Silas's mind. You have the Resonance Evil?
Did they do anything while I was gone?
Nothing too dramatic, just 2 explosions. One in the northern suburbs and one in the Bloomshore district.
Bloomshore district. This is related to Grandma.
They just made a bunch of shoddy products. I overestimated them.
And after doing those shameless things and making a mess, then they want you to be their scapegoat.
What are you talking about? Someone else made those 2 explosions happen?
Oh dear, you look disappointed.
Instead of searching for the truth, you'd rather swallow a lie that makes you feel better.
I'm afraid she's not a suitable recipient. Her evol linkage is completely normal. Only the strength's been suppressed.
Did someone put in a suppressor?
I don't think it's physical.
It's not my fault. I can
Yo ver a marido de motorista, yo ser feliz. Sí, yo también. Sí.
And that thing I asked you to alter. How's that?
It was difficult, but the maximum energy burst value has been increased tenfold.
That a little thing?
Are you really going to use it?
She's suppressed, right? She just needs a little stimulation then.
A ver, creo que esa no es la forma más adecuada de estimularme. Hay otras formas de estimular a una mujer. Tengo no razón. Hay otras formas de estimular a una mujer. Hay formas de estimularla, darle cariñitos, darle mimitos, beber agua bendita. Claro, él la sabe, pero es que actualmente, ahora mismito, él sabe cómo estimular a una mujer, pero no, es que me recargo. Sabe cómo estimular, pero es hombre.
Alter her energy linkage now. Make it as strong as possible.
This isn't what we agreed to.
Relax. You can handle it.
Esto lo dijo...
There's another reason she can't resonate. You see, her evol is special. It utilizes the waves generated by the human brain's magnetic field. Maybe her brain's magnetic field produces repulsive waves against...
Cállese un momentito, señor. ¿Podemos hablar del perfil ahora mismo de este hombre? De cómo su nariz, la barbilla, los labios.
you. That's why she can't resonate with you.
Get to the point.
To make a long story short, on a subconscious level, she's either rejecting you, scared of you,
Una bendición de esta.
disgusted by you. Even if she undergoes alteration, you won't be able to resonate with her so long as she's hostile toward you. And Mr. Silas, if the alteration fails, she will be completely ruined. We need to address the cause first.
Which means there's something wrong with her.
You let go of me!
By the way, I have an evol stabilizer in the storage cabinet. I'll make her use it.
Perhaps worried that his inventions will get caught in a crossfire, He quickly takes me to a room on the second floor.
Right now, you need to stay calm, miss.
He bends down and pulls out a dusty electronic device from underneath the cabinet.
The N109 zone is a chaotic place, and you have a part of an ether core. Accompanying him is the safest option.
You know I'm carrying an ether core? A burst of red light appears and scans my whole body. Several windows pop up on an old-fashioned display screen, which shows the data is being analyzed.
I recognize that protocurve. Monitoring ether cores used to be my job.
I guess pops into my mind. I look again at the dusty electronic device. Just as I thought, there's an inconspicuous mark in the corner. I saw it among the files Grandma left too long
The
ago.
N109 zone is a mess right now. An outsider like you who's unfamiliar with the details can easily lose her life. Sticking with Silas might not be a bad idea. Better to be with him compared to some other people.
Literalmente nos está diciendo que estemos con Silas porque Silas es algo más de lo que nuestros ojos ven. Momento Transformers. Silas is a heartless man. He may only want to alter me right now, but he's going to get me killed eventually. Exasperated, the shopkeeper shakes his head.
You're just not used to the darkness yet. There are predators lurking in these depths that you haven't seen.
Some people are even scarier than him.
You say Silas is heartless, but sometimes those with hearts are even crueler than those without.
Grandes palabras, eso sí, Grandes palabras. O sea, vamos a ponerlo aquí enterito. Dices que Silas es un sin corazón, o sea, no tiene corazón. Pero algunas veces, aquellos que tienen corazón son más crueles que los que no tienen. Y yo digo, sí, verdad. Porque los que no tienen corazón han vivido el infierno y saben lo que es el infierno. Sin embargo, quien está conociendo el infierno está siendo cruel. Cruel es buena. Corredor del laberinto francés. Bueno, Silas es un incorpóreo. Like Xavier said, the N109 zone is very divided. Each faction only recognizes its own allies. Fighting alone is obviously not a good idea in a place like this, but if we really have to stay close to Silas. The shopkeeper's concern seems to be genuine. After weighing my options, I nod and flash a reassuring smile. I understand what you mean. I'll give it some thought. Beep. The lines on the screen rise and fall, showing two intertwined curves. Kingdom Hearts referencias, la verdad. Pero ser un poquito. Ah, coño.
Alright. There's nothing wrong with your evo. The energy of the ether core inside you is also stable. Have you figured out what you'll do next?
Ligarme al jefe. The ether core's other half is one of the items at the auction. Naturally, I don't assume I can get it by myself. The only advantage I have is having part of an ether core in my heart. Since I can resonate with the energy, I should be able to sense its location. The real problem is figuring out how to escape from the predators lurking in these depths after I obtain it. The N109 zone is currently a mess, and there are enemies no matter where I go. If I have to work with someone, the strongest person here will be the best option. Maybe I should actually make a deal with Silas. Upon realizing this, my next step becomes clear. I get up and say goodbye to the shopkeeper, and when I spot that familiar mark, I look back at his dark, weary expression. Were you acquainted with my grandma? He just waves his hand, gesturing for me to leave.
Well, if all goes well for you and whatever happens, then I can say I've repaid Miss Josephine's kindness.
Conoce a la abuela. Up until now, I had always thought that Ona Kindness was hunting down researchers who worked on an ether course before. But that shopkeeper who seems to have a strong connection to Grandma is seeking Silas's protection. Maybe there are other secrets. I think deeply about what the shopkeeper said, lost in a thought, but when I go downstairs the workshop is empty. Silas? The door's curtains, which were closed before, are now rolled up, and after I leave the workshop, Silas's motorcycle is nowhere to be seen. What? Did he just ditch me? Silas? The only response I get is a faint thud from the only alley next to the workshop. It's probably trash that fell onto the ground. Just when I was thinking about whether or not I should work with him, he disappeared on me. There are only piles of scrap in the empty street. I look around, my heart pounding. Maybe after confirming he couldn't resonate with me, he finally lost his patience and interest. So be it, at least I can freely move around now.
Would you like to buy a flower, miss?
A clear voice resounds. I turn and see a little girl behind me. She appears to be 8 or 9 years old. No, thank you.
Would you like a gun, bullets, or a protocore then? I have them all.
¿Podemos hablar de que los niños en 119 trafican con armas también? Hola, arroba policía. I don't need those either. But it might be a good idea to chat with the locals and get information about the auction. I kneel down to be at eye level atop her basket. Do you know where I can buy some intel, sweetie?
That's easy. Follow me.
2 sets of footsteps echo across the empty street. Meanwhile, the sound of flapping wings can be heard in the distance. I look up at the sky, but I see nothing except dark clouds that obscure moonlight. A crow perches on a street light that's been dilapidated for years. The red glow in its eyes flickers as it breathes. A few blood-stained tufts of a grey fur peek out from under its metal claws. It quietly observes the 2 girls, one tall and one short. As they head on into another filthy street, it tilts its head and thinks for a moment. Then it quickly drops its dead prey and silently spreads its wings to follow them. Ese es Mephisto. Es mi Mephi. Es Mephi. Lying under the street light are 7 or 8 fat rats, all gutted. Mixed with their flesh and blood are broken pieces of monitoring equipment. No puedes utilizar. Es verdad que Burbujita abandona el equipo. Yo cogí la de las pelotas, la amarillita y la... pues no me acuerdo, Lela. A ver.